Welcome to Daily Truths with Dave Ahlman.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Daily Truths. Today, I want to talk about motives for giving. To give alms to the poor, to help out the needy and all of that. That's what Jesus is talking about here in the Sermon on the Mount and how important that is for us to do. Now, today we're going to be looking at Matthew chapter 6, verse 2. Listen to what he says. Thus, when you give to the needy, sound no trumpet before you, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they might be praised by others. Truly, I say to you, they have received their reward in full. Now, I want to go ahead and take this apart. Look at verse 2, the beginning part of it. It says, thus, when you give to the needy. Now, it doesn't say if you give or if you think about doing it. It says when you do. This is obviously Jesus saying, hey, we should be giving to the needy. It doesn't say if, it says when. So when you give to the needy, sound no trumpet before you. This is where the statement, he likes to blow his own horn, came from. That's why it says this, sound no trumpet before you. In other words, don't toot your own horn when you're giving to other people, especially those who are needy. And then he says, when you give to the needy, sound no trumpet before you, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may be praised by others. He's talking about the Pharisees who like to do three different things publicly: fasting, praying, and giving alms. And he's saying their motives are not pure. They were doing it so that they might receive the praise of others instead of giving praise, honor, and glory to God. So he's saying they're hypocrites. But there were other people too who did stuff very publicly so that they might receive glory from others and a word of affirmation from others. So their motives were not pure. So this is what it says. Thus, when you give to the needy, sound no trumpet, don't toot your own horn, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may be praised by others. Truly, I say to you, they have received their reward in full. Now, what's this talking about? This is talking about checking your motives. Do we do things for the glory of God or for the glory of self? Do we do things out of compassion for other people, or rather to be recognized by others for what we did? This is really what Jesus is talking about. It's getting down, as I said before, to motives. What is your motive for doing what you do? Now, I gotta say, folks, that we never have entirely pure motives for doing right things. Sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, it's tainted by some sin. This is the amazing thing about the grace of God. Our good works are pleasing to God because the impure motives of doing things has been redeemed and cleansed by Christ, so that our works are holy and pleasing to God. And the unpleasing part of it, the motivation that was to give self glory, honor, and praise instead of God, that's all taken away by the finished work of Jesus. Isn't that amazing? So my friends, basically what we're saying here today is when you're doing things for others, make sure that your motives are pure. But even when they're not, and they're usually not fully pure because we are sinners and our lives are tainted by sin, even when they are not pure, they are redeemed by the blood of Christ. So for me, I always got to be thinking when I'm doing good works for others, I got to be thinking, why am I doing this? Am I doing this for the praise of others or for the glory of God? It comes down to that. And the one who fully epitomized what this is talking about is Jesus, was always other-centered. The Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. I think my dog needs to go outside. But to give his life as a ransom for many. This is why Jesus came. So he was always fully motivated on serving other people and pleasing God. So we drown our good works in the blood of the Lamb, knowing indeed that even though our good works are always contaminated by sin, because of what Christ has done, we stand before God righteous, pure, holy, and clean, and we carry out our good works, even though they are contaminated by impure motives at times. I think all the time, really. We still are forgiven by God, loved by God, redeemed by Christ, and it's all good. So that is today's Daily Truth. I hope this helps you. If there are needs out there and you're looking for an opportunity to serve God, make sure that you do it for the glory of God and not for the glory of self. And that is today's Daily Truth. Have a great day in Jesus Christ.
Thank you for tuning in to Daily Truths with Dave Ahlman. If this ministry is blessing you, please consider supporting us by sharing this channel with a friend. You can also like, comment, subscribe, or leave a review. This helps us tremendously. Come back tomorrow for your next Daily Truth.